Imagine a galaxy where humanity is no longer the prey, but the predator. You are part of the Black Fleet, a coalition of human warships that has evolved from a desperate refugee force into the most feared military power in the known universe. But when an ancient alien empire launches a surprise offensive to crush the human uprising before it can fully take root, you realize that defense is no longer an option. Only a decisive, overwhelming counterattack will secure our future. Welcome to Counterstrike, the third pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Joshua Dalzelle's Black Fleet Saga. If you love humanity fuck yeah, HFY tropes, massive fleet battles, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist turn the tide of war through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in military space opera, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of galactic destiny. The narrative kicks off with the immediate aftermath of a devastating enemy strike, thrusting our protagonist into a race against time to regroup the scattered fleet and launch a retaliatory blow that will shock the galaxy. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of ozone and burnt fuel, the hum of strained engines, and the creeping dread and excitement of knowing that every jump could lead into the heart of enemy territory. Dalzelle excels at capturing the psychological resilience of the commander, making every secured perimeter, every dogfight victory, and every tense negotiation feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the extinction of the human race. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular underdog victory trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about leveraging a lifetime of skills, understanding human nature better than any alien overlord, and using ingenuity to turn limited resources into overwhelming advantages. Watching the crew reverse engineer enemy tactics, set traps that exploit youthful overconfidence, and completely shock violent gangs with their disciplined, coordinated response is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat to life, making the crack of rifle fire, the shudder of impact, and the gruff, determined banter of the squad feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular action and the survival mechanics, the soul of Black Fleet Saga lies in its characters and the heavy burden of legacy. These aren't just soldiers. They are deeply human individuals, struggling with the moral weight of protecting the next generation in a world that has forgotten respect. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable bond with each other and the younger survivors they mentor, a found family bound by shared trauma and the knowledge that they are the last line of defense. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet conversations by the fire feel just as impactful as the explosive, heart-pounding last stands. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major raider coalition targets the community sanctuary, forcing the crew into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation that tests everything they've built. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming improvisation, and raw, unbridled courage. They must use every hidden trick, every overloaded trap, and every ounce of their will to hold the line against an unstoppable tide. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, hard-earned victory that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't youth or technology. It's the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to fade away. Counterstrike is a triumph of the military space opera genre. It is smart, gritty, and unapologetically intense. Joshua Dalzelle has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line. Plug in your headphones, check your perimeter, and join the crew. The world may be young, but their fight is timeless.